Welcome back to another episode here on the Eternal Sith Network, where you get all your Star Wars news. Today, we're going to be talking about the Bad Batch. But before we do start that, remember, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know on everything Star Wars here on the Eternal Sith Network. And once you're done watching this video, go check out my last one, give it a thumbs up as you watch. Let's start the show. So we just got episodes 7 and 8, and I have to say they were phenomenal for the Bad Batch, especially episode 8 was so amazing. And how do I put it? It was very, very heartfelt, especially the ending when we saw Omega and Echo as Echo is leaving Clone Force 99. Now, I want to talk about this arc because this is one that has been built all season. And it's funny because we talked about it here on the channel that one of them or both of them would leave at some point in time. I just didn't know they were going to do it this early. So the question is, why are they doing this? Why are they separating Echo now as opposed to separating him maybe at the end of the season? Well, I think that there's a lot in store for Echo as, again, he is joining the rebellion. Well, he is a part of the rebellion, but he's joining Rex in the fight. And I think that there is a lot. For example, we still haven't even talked about or seen what happened to Commander Cody, as we know that he did go rogue and he left. So that could be one that is definitely going to be on their to-do list. And we might see that episode happen as soon as maybe next week or in one of the final episodes before the season does end. But I really like it because, to be honest with you, it really adds more in depth to the story for the Bad Batch, because at some point in time, you figure they're not all going to stay together. And I feel like it really builds on Omega's character to one day eventually leave the Bad Batch and join the cause, join the bigger fight. Because Clone Force 99, they're there to help. They're there to be there for others when, like, for example, Rex, Senator Chuchi, or Bail Organa when they need an assist. But it would be nice to see Omega, like we've talked about in a previous video, lead a rebel cell. Going back to what Andor says, you have different rebel cells, different rebels in Star Wars overall that are fighting, but just all over the galaxy. Now, I could see where Omega possibly, joins Echo in the fight at some point in time. Maybe not this season, but in a season further, or maybe if they do something different other than the Bad Batch. Because I can't see it, as we've seen previously in the episodes, where Hunter's kind of out of it. He's, he kind of is done. He wants to collect his, his earnings and just be done. That was the whole game plan. And you saw that, right? When you saw the beginning episodes, when you see Echo and Hunter talking about it, and Echo wants the fight to continue. He wants to fight. There is a bigger cause. So I could definitely see where at the end of all this and when this is all said and done, Omega leaves, or possibly maybe, Hunter just goes on and lives his life and Omega still fights. She's still very young. And again, we still have yet to see her meet up with her brother at some point in time. It might not happen anytime soon, maybe in the Book of Boba Fett season 2. That's a potential, that's a possibility. But, I definitely hope that they do keep Echo away the same way they did with Crosshair, because it adds more depth to the story, as we've seen the Clone Force 99 lose 2 brothers now, not just 1, but 2. Even though, he might be back one day, as he did say at the end of the video, but he does tell Omega to take care of them and watch over them. So you know that he's going to be gone for a long, long time. And that's a setup for Omega to do her own thing. And she will probably be the leader of that squad at some point when this is all set and done. But comment down below, guys, what do you think is the future for Echo and Omega? Can you see them joining together at some point in time in the storyline of the Bad Batch? Or maybe, again, like I said, maybe they do a spin-off after this season and just talk about, maybe just call them Rebels, or, again, we've had Star Wars Rebels, but do something different and give Omega and Echo, or just give Omega overall, because they've built her story up so much. Just give Omega her own story. I think that would be really cool to see her really work with the rebellion and do some awesome things. I think it'd be really cool to see, because she's an interesting character that I definitely would love to learn more about. But thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. Remember, for more Star Wars content, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know as I have another video out tomorrow. And remember, the Eternal Sith, then, now, forever. Later, guys.